Oh, they're so sore. Oh. I did the craziest squats yesterday. Those sumo deadlifts. Have you ever done the sumo deadlift before? I swear to God, like they kind of go like this. Okay, so sumo deadlifts look like this. You're over here, spread the legs apart, hold the bar like this, and you just, oh my God, does that shit make you sore? My legs are done. Anyways, Ella's out right now. She's on a work trip. That means I get the apartment to myself, so I can throw a party. Oh man, dude, it's honestly like the weirdest thing, I'll be honest with you, is like whenever she leaves and I have the place to myself, honestly, like it gets really boring. Like it's just so quiet. Like it's just so quiet. I'm in this silence. I have so many voices in my head. Man, it's just so quiet. Like, I don't know if I'm the only one who feels this way. And then yesterday I went to a dance thing, which is pretty cool. My friends reached out like, hey yo, we're doing a dance session, come through. We danced and got home by 2, woke up this morning, got some work done, LinkedIn, newsletters, all written. Now I gotta figure out what the hell to do with my life. Because Ella's not here. Where is she? Where is she? One of the things in sales that's just so important is having like a backbone. And like what I mean by that is, let's say someone's like on the sales call and they're like, hey, do you have a discount? Do you have a discount? Give me a discount. Give me a discount. I swear I'll buy if you give me a discount. Now obviously you ideally don't want to give a discount because it cuts into your margins. And so the best thing you can do is actually firmly stand your ground and say no. And what that can look like is, hey, thank you for asking. Unfortunately, we don't offer discounts. And that's it, and just pause it and just like pause. And they're gonna be like, I guess there's no discount. Like, now compare that to like, let's say they ask you for a discount and you're like, oh no, maybe see what I can do, but like to be honest, it's not really gonna work out. And like we usually don't do it. Oh, so you're saying there's a potential to get a discount? Okay, can you look into that for me? And it just derails, right? And so the key is just to be firm. And let's say you're firm and then they're like, you know, it is a little pricey. And then from there you can be like, it sounds like you're looking for more of a cheaper option. Maybe what I can do is link you to some free resources and hopefully they'll be able to help you. I think that might be helpful in your situation. And usually if you say something like this, like, hey, here's some free stuff, they're probably gonna be like, yeah, no, I tried the free stuff. I don't wanna do it, no. And then it's funny because they're gonna be like, you know what, let's forget the discount, let's just move forward with this. I've tried that and it worked really well because like they know the free stuff isn't gonna work that well. And so you're kind of, I don't know what the word is, like you're not mocking them, but you're establishing like boundaries around like why your prices are the way they are because it works. And if they want free stuff or cheaper stuff, then here you are. Another way you can deal with the discount conversation is, let's say you're a firm and you're like, no, we don't offer discounts, but they're still pushing. Then what you can say is, it seems like you're looking for more of a cheaper offer, is that right? Yeah, like it's a little out of my budget. Then you can say, well, what I can do for you is adjust the proposal so that it includes less deliverables and therefore it would fit your budget. Is that easier for you? And they're gonna be like, yeah, you know what? That actually works with my budget, right? The key here though is like know when someone's trying to haggle you for the little nickels and dimes versus someone who's genuinely trying to work with you, genuinely has a budget constraint but wants to make it work. Like that's the kind of the difference you gotta suss out. Again, if you give them an option that fits their budget, you're also not making yourself seem cheap at the same time. So then their perception of you isn't less. Because if you're about to go somewhere and they keep giving out discounts, like let's say you're talking to a freelancer and they're like, yeah, I'll give you 20% off, 50% off. Yeah, just come with me, I'll give you all these discounts. It's almost like, oh my God, you're coming off as needy, and if you can discount that much, are you even that good? And you don't want that. So one of the things I want to do is, because Ella's out and she's coming back tomorrow, I want to do something sweet for her when she arrives. I'm going to try to brainstorm some cute things I can do. I already have some flowers set, so this is going to be nice when she comes in. And I want to do a little more than that, and so I'm going to ask ChatGPT. AI taking over everything, right? I'm going to ask ChatGPT if they have some ideas.
Thanks for sharing this beautiful and detailed snapshot of Ella. It's clear how much attention and care you've put into understanding her. Here are a few thoughtful ideas inspired by your notes, ranging from gifts to dates to creative experiences.
Okay, so a lot of ideas from this. She really likes Chipotle. So I'll probably just order Chipotle tomorrow next to the roses and leave a cute note being like, I miss you. Something small, something simple. I think that works. Yeah, I think that works. Does this look like a heart? No, it doesn't. This looks like a heart.
You're so cute, Bebe.
Snacky, time to eat.
Thank you, Bebe.
Oh, I want to talk to you a little bit about something I feel like a weird shame around, but I want to walk you through like kind of like what happened. So about 8 months ago, I stopped my micro marketing agency, and basically at that time of that business, I was doing email marketing automations for 3 clients, and I had subcontractor underneath me, and I was doing well actually. But then I ended up leaving to get a job. And I want to walk you through like why did I do that? So basically, when I was running the micro marketing agency, I was working with 3 clients at the same time. Again, I had a subcontractor, but I couldn't help but feel like I was doing entry-level work for 3 people at the same time. It almost kind of felt like I was a part-time employee for 3 clients at the same time. Basically, I would do email marketing automations, but not like deep email marketing automations. It's more like build a campaign here, build an automation here, write some copy, build an email and everything, right? General entry-level work. But again, I was doing for 3 clients at the same time. Problem became, after a couple years of that, I started realizing that, man, I don't feel like I'm growing as a marketer. Like, I don't feel like I've really grown much. It's been like a year or so of just doing this entry-level work for multiple clients at the same time. And though I was trying to build an agency, I quickly realized that working with that one subcontractor, that managing multiple subcontractors and then building a larger agency, I don't know if I see myself doing that, to be honest. And then I came to a point where, though I was making good money, I couldn't help but feel like I wasn't fulfilled. I felt like I wasn't growing, and what I really felt like I needed to do, and this was the voice in the back of my head, was it was telling me that rather than doing shallow work for 3 clients at the same time, instead, Alif, why not try going with one client and going super deep? Because when you go super deep with that one client, you start learning about these nuanced marketing automation, marketing analytics, all these different tools, and when you focus all your attention and time on one client, then you have you can put your full focus on that instead of dividing your time in 1/3 of for each client, and you bouncing between 3 different Slack channels and doing tasks and to-do list items, and I don't know, it just made so much sense to me that at that point, given I was feeling unfulfilled, it just made sense that I just focus on one client and go very deep. And so what happened was one of my clients dropped because they weren't making money. And I was like, oh, interesting, okay. And then another client dropped, and then I was like, oh, okay, well, there's 2 out of 3 gone. Now my initial instinct was like, okay, that's fine because I can get another client. But then I had to really pause myself to think, I can get another client, but is that what I really want? I mean, I've been able to land clients. That's not really too much of a problem, but is that what I want? If I just pause and just think okay, I can go back again down this rabbit hole and work with, again, 3 clients and make income, but I wouldn't feel like I'm moving my career forward because I'm just back in that same loop if I did find new clients. And so at that point, one of my clients, they've been trying to recruit me for a while to come full-time with them. And I've always been like, no, I want to build an agency. No, I want to do an agency stuff, right? And that's what I would always tell them. Then at that point, I was like, I really like working with them. I worked with them for a while. I think it makes a lot of sense that, you know what, maybe I should go full-time with you guys, given kind of where I'm at right now. I ended up going to the interview and they liked my thinking, and yeah, I ended up going full-time. I guess now that it's been about 6 months-ish as of this recording that I'm full-time, I can tell you that like working with one client and going very deep, like I have learned so much marketing that I most likely wouldn't have learned if I just kept working with multiple clients at the same time. Like the amount of data analytics I've learned, the sales calls, and just being a leader in the company and making business decisions on behalf of the company. Man, like I'm learning so much. And I guess there's a part of me that's like, there's like a little voice in my head, and the little voice is saying like, yo, you quit, you gave up the grind of the business life and entrepreneurship just to settle for a job. You're settled, you're comfortable. I guess there's a part of me that feels like that voice in me. But there's a huge part of me that's like, wow, I really like working with them. I like the culture, I like the team, I like the fact that I can make actual decisions that'll get implemented and have like I'm a leader in the company, right? I'm not just some sort of contractor. I'm a leader. I can make business decisions now that actually have an impact. Like I really like what I do, and I think yeah, I just wanted to share that story because sometimes I feel like with entrepreneurship and agency building and everything, it's very glamorized. Like, oh, make X 10K a month, make 5K a month, whatever, right? 20K a month. And so we get so caught with like that 10K mark type of title or 20K mark title that in the process of building that, I have to ask myself, is the process even something that I'm down for? Because it's so easy to get seduced by the end goal of that 20, 10, 15K a month goal. But the process to get there is going to be like, it might not be for you, right? And I think I kind of realized in my journey that maybe that process isn't for me, or maybe it is and I didn't have the right vehicle or the right operation and systems in place or the right type of clients for that. But I thought that'd be useful if I just kind of shared this openly and vulnerably, kind of where I'm at with my career. I realized with like building an agency, it's not really about marketing per se. It's actually more about people and systems and processes. Like if you can get good with people, systems, processes, and you kind of know basic marketing, that's really all you need, because that's what an agency is. It's like a human machine. When you sell a service to a client, like let's say in my case, email marketing automations, there's going to be people who deliver that service. Now it can be you, but if you're trying to build an agency, it's probably going to be other people. And so your job as the agency owner isn't necessarily to do the work for the client, but instead get the client and then SOP the heck out of the delivery. So then when someone's delivering it, it's delivered in the best way possible and repeat. So what you're really managing is more like you get the client and you manage the people and making sure they're good. So I don't know, I guess there is marketing involved with agencies, but I feel like with agency building, it's more about peoples and SOPs and operations more than anything. Now that might be a little different if you're like a contractor, or freelancer, or a solopreneur. Anyways, I just thought I'd share that because I don't know, I really haven't said this stuff out loud yet in a video, and I think it just helps to just say things out loud and open, right?